open braces, printf, space, open bracket, double inverted commas, space, hello, space. We are guys doing blank. I'm getting compiler error before executing the program. Is there any problem with this?
Say you are not talking with the computer, you are talking with the students.
Oh, seriously, a great mistake. I'm sorry. Well, I totally forgot that I'm doing a conversation with you all guys rather than computer. क्या करें MCA का side effects बहुत है. When you will come in second year, you will come to know. So, jokes apart, now start with our topic. I'm Akshay Chauhan, studying in MCA second year, and I'm here to give introduction on topic think like a developer. Before starting the point, let me show some kind of larger statement. Because in India, without benefits, works are not done. Okay, so let me tell you about the scopes of developer. What kind of scope developer has? There is a certain kind of rumor in students that there is lag in the IT industry. Okay, but according to me, this statement is totally fake. You don't believe me? Let me give you some kind of statistical examples. The University of British Columbia has done a survey in which it is predicted that India is the leading country with largest number of tech-savvy guys. You guys must be knowing what is tech-savvy. Yeah, you know what? You guys know what do you mean by tech-savvy? What? Speak up, man. Tech-savvy is a word used for technology lovers. Okay? So in India, in India, there is large number of tech-savvy guys. Okay, and the another example is that you know the approximate amount of mobile numbers which we have in India, particularly in India. You guys will not even believe that it is 3 times the half of the population of the world. Mobile comes, entertainment comes, application comes. So in turn, software engineer is required. The another example for the requirement of software engineer is, now let me tell you the facts and figures of India. There are many lazy guys in India. It's bad thing, but it's a truth. But it is a good thing for software developer, okay? Because what a lazy guy does, he wants output in less time with no efforts. And here we are, create the applications for this kind of guys. And so I think that software engineer is required in India, and the requirement will be not reduced. So guys, don't worry about your placement, recruitments. Don't think that I will not get recruited and all. You will be. Trust me, you will be. But the thing you want to develop is your skills, because company is in search for skilled guys, not a guy who just know the chilpil of the languages. So let's start with our topic. Okay, are you able to read what is written there? Okay, the headline, the title is how to achieve the ability to think like developer. To become a developer, it is very necessity to think like a developer. Okay, the first point is, let me ask you one question. I want to check out whether the basic things are clear and you will know. Okay, let me know that what is the difference between a software developer and a programmer. Can anyone say? Speaker man, be interactive, yeah.
This is morning part of developer. This is morning time, not the evening time. So you have to speak.
Speaker, don't be afraid, yeah. We are also student like you. Don't be afraid. आपको समझ रहा है मैं क्या बोल रहा हूँ? Are you able to get me?
Yes.
Okay, you want to speak? What's your name?
My name is Gaurav. Software developer is a develop the software, and programmer is a create the software.
Okay, nearby. Any other kind of explanation, definition from girls? Come on, here, speaker. Anyone?
Source code is written by programmer and is developed by a developer.
what's your name? Yeah, I would definitely the same definition which I want to hear. Let me tell you, software engineer is the person who works on high level plan. He develops a plan, okay, and programmer is the person who implements that plan. In short, you can say that software developer is the architect and the programmer is the construction labor. You know, building construction type architect, we go to architect and we develop a plan. The same way, software engineer is the architect and programmer is the labor which constructs. Okay, so there is vast difference between software developer and programmer. Now the next point is don't give up by thinking it's hard. Okay, it's true, yeah, it's really true that bumps in the road are part of the course. Okay, it means that in each and every field where learning comes, it is a tradition of our students to say, "Yaar, kya kare, bahut hard." It's our tradition. So it's a funny thing, but it is a serious issue to a developer. Okay, because when you develop such kind of negative sign, you will not be able to learn new things. As you will not be able to learn new things, you will not be able to come across new problems. You will not be able to analyze the new problems, and thus your creativity will be reduced. Okay, so to come across the new things, you have to do new things. So keep your mind, eyes and ear open. I'm audible now? The next point is start early, take classes, learn coding in your sixth sense. Now take an example of your mother tongue, okay? Marathi, English, Hindi, any language. You are perfect in that in your mother tongue. Why? Because you started early. You know the fundamentals of that language. You taught your younger one about that language. So and you have grasped that language in your sixth sense. Means how to react, how to communicate if someone is communicating with us. Same is the case with programming language here. Means friends, what we have to do, we have to start it in an early stage. This is a perfect stage. And I think that each and everybody is from BCA background, right? Okay. So you have learned the fundamentals. Now the thing is that you should take classes, you should share your knowledge, and thus in turn your practicing skill will be also improved. And just grasp the programming language which you are doing in your sixth sense. Means if a program comes, just think logically. What kind of code will be implemented and all. This will also increase your programming skill. The next one is develop code skill. Okay. Now I want a single lady from here who will become a single lady. Oh, I will select her. Come on, yaar. Opportunity comes. Okay, let me see. You behind. What's your sweet name? Shweta, please read this for me. Try, come on, yeah, try. At least try.
You also don't know what to do.
Come on, don't try. Come on. Oh, Shweta, you can do it. Okay, Shweta is not able to read this. Believe me guys, if she would know the core knowledge of this language, she would have slapped. Seriously. So, you want to know the meaning of the sentence? Okay, settle the meaning of this language is I love myself. Don't be. Okay, jokes apart now. So the meaning to show this example to you is that you should know your programming language throughout, from inside out. You should know the fundamentals. In turn, by knowing the fundamentals, you will be knowing throughout the programming language. So you will be able to develop a programming language, by knowing the fundamentals. So it is very important to develop the core skill. Okay. The next part is experiment, experiment, and experiment. Guys, experiment leads to innovation. You guys must be knowing Mark Zuckerberg. Mark Zuckerberg? Who is Mark Zuckerberg? Yeah. Let me tell you, Mark Zuckerberg was an average student like us only, and he was a programmer. Just a passion drive him of searching his dear ones to develop this innovation, which is called as Facebook. Believe me, guys, he experimented, experimented, and experimented, and the conclusion is Facebook, which is the world famous. So keep on experimenting with your projects. Keep on experimenting. This will lead to you. This will sharpen your skills, and you will become a great developer. Now build portfolios with your examples, experiments. Now let me tell you, building up the good portfolio, you will be definitely selected in any company because your portfolio is the certificate for you that you are able to have good programming skills. The next point is work with software engineers. Now it comes in your internship. In internship, you go, you observe what the engineers are doing. You come across new things. Then your problem analysis technique will be also improved. Your creativity will be also improved. And you will come to know that how work is done in company, in actual company. So it is very important. Take your internship as seriously. Okay. The next point is contribute to open source. You might be knowing that there are many open sources in technology. Means you, what kind of technologies are there? Windows Phone technology, Android, Java. You might be knowing Windows Phone technology. In that, Microsoft has created one, marketplace hub where you can develop your own application and you can just publish it in that market hub. So, the another fact is that software developer is not unemployed. He can employ himself also by publishing such open source technology. Okay? So don't think that we will be unemployed at all. You can earn by this thing also. The next thing is attain a school with a strong computer science program. And you are here. What? Read the last sentence. Attain a school with a strong computer science program. That is SIMCA. Do you believe? Yes or no? Yes. Okay, thanks a lot for hearing my introduction. And just enjoy the next session. I'm called Pankaj Soni, who is the excellent programmer of a batch. To come here and to conduct the next session. Okay, thank you.
Hello guys, good morning to all of you. Myself Pankaj Soni, I am pursuing MC second year from this college. Before I am going to start this seminar, I am attending this seminar, just I want to thankful to our management and SD Munde sir who has given us the chance to conduct this seminar. So I am very thankful to them. So before going to start, I first want to ask how many of you are from BCA or BCS background? Means 90% of students are from BCA and BCS background. So this seminar is going to be beneficial to all of you, but don't worry who are not from BCA or BCS means technical background, they will also not going to bore. They will also getting something from this. So just go to next one. So in this seminar we are going to tell you about first of all importance of C programming. Then second, this is the software which I have made in this semester. So this is in .NET. I will tell you about this. Then third is multi-threading. Since you don't have right now multi-threading, but in BCA, BCS you have studied, and afterwards you will also study. So right now you have taken this concept. And since I also told you about that, who is developer? Developer means who implements the things. So I have implemented the multi-threading concept. Practically I will show you how the multi-threading will work, where you can use it. And the last thing, since you are learning C language, so how you can implement your C language logic to develop your own software. So we will cover all these things in this seminar today. So first of all, You are since you have done BC in BCS, you are doing C language. Right now in MCA first semester, you are again having the C language. So this is the best and the last chance to learn this language. Because if you will not learn this, suppose some students are asking that, sir, can we learn Java or .NET before learning C, C++? So, according to me, they should learn before C, C++ before Java or .NET, because what happens that when they study Java or .NET before C, C++, faculty will teach the concept of Java and .NET. They will not teach like arrays or loops or if statement. So they will teach the concept of like Java, like .NET, like multi-threading, socket programming, and collection framework like that. So in that case, you faculty will not going to teach you what is for loop, what is while loop. So if you have the knowledge of these in C language, the same are in the Java, .NET, C++, PHP, anything. In any language, it is the same concept. So you only have to consider the concept. Don't go for the syntax only. And one more thing. In the interview, 90% of the interviewer does not ask the syntax. They only ask the concept first of all. They will not ask syntax, because what happens that but the syntax will work when you will give the exam. Like in this semester you are going to exam. So or like when you will go for the entrance exam or something like aptitude test, on that time maybe the syntax will be come. But for development any type of software, you don't require to learn the syntax, because what happens that we have so much like of books, so much likes of book like Java, .NET, Oracle. How much we will learn the syntax? We can't learn all these syntax. So what happens in the big company? They the developers also have their book in nearby when they develop the software. They have the Google. They search on Google the syntax, but they have the concept. So you people just try for the concept, not go for learning the syntax or something like that. So when I was in my MCA first year, on that time I have done very much programming in C language. Okay. But on the exam time, what happens that students come and going here and there to, sir, from where I will get the notes, where I will get the programs, how I will get the exam time. Before one day they are saying that Pankaj gives me the programs. So this I think very much bad about that, because they are learning C language and at the last time they are doing. So in the second sem, I have collected all the programs of C language and I have uploaded on my website, that is www.sunisolutions.in. So, but again there is some problem, that is every student has to go to the internet and download one program, each program one by one. Okay, so in third semester, that means in this semester, I have developed one simple software. It is not much more bigger software like that, it is very much simple. You can also develop your own software. So I have developed a software in which I have collected all the programs. What you have to do is that you have to download once and just install it your software in your computer. And in that you will get all the programs, not all the programs, many of the programs of C language in one software. Just click on it, you will find the programs. So I am showing what I have developed.
I need to tell you, this is a very helpful application for computer and it's very expensive. You should take a watch.
So this software I have developed in this semester. This is very simple application. Here you will see that there is some programs name and the topics names are given, like simple programs, string programs, array programs. Under that there are many other programs, like in simple programs, compass, series, pattern matching. So all the programs, whatever programs you need, you just click it like this. Suppose I want a program of recursion. So just I come to a function, then under recursion, there is Fibonacci series using recursion. So like all the programs are given, you will just see here all the programs are. You can just click and you will find all the programs. Like I am clicking on the file handling, file read. I want to read the file. So whatever the programs you need, you can just click on it, you will find the program. I don't want to show this thing, just I will give you the overview means I want that you people also develop this kind of thing. This is not the very much bigger thing. This is just one of the simple things, but this is the one stop solution I can say. You can just go download, install it. You just install first implement your logic. What will be the logic behind this? Whatever you are searching. If you are not getting, then you can see. Then suppose if there are some problems, you can also give me some solutions right now from these buttons. Like I have given the two buttons. Then first of all, give your suggestions. Suppose if you are thinking that I have some problem in one program, you can just send me the mail from here on. If you want your logic of any program, you can just send me the mail. Your program will be solved. This software will be also run. So I will display how to send the mail from the only here. I will fill in this mail. Before going to this, first of all, I will again come to this. There is some concept of multi-threading I have implemented in my software. I will show you where I have implemented. But before doing this, first of all, I want to know what is multi-threading. Anyone?
Process of running one or more programs simultaneously, two or more programs simultaneously.
Near our budget, not the actual.
It's a process of taking large program into a smaller program and executing it simultaneously.
Anyone else?
Actually, it is a process of more than one process in a single application.
What process? It will be more than one threads. Okay. Yeah, anyone?
It's the process of between one or more programs on a single machine.
Actually, it is multitasking, not multi-threading.
The program is connected with it. Multi-threading. Multi-program are connected with it.
Actually, many of you guys are telling me the multitasking concept. Actually, it is not there are difference between multitasking and multi-threading. Multitasking is different software running on a single computer. Like in our operating system, you will see that we are running many programs like Windows Media Player. We are working on Notepad, or we are painting on page simultaneously. So this is the example of multitasking. This is not the example of multi-threading. So in multi-threading, what happens that in one software, any software, only in one software, I am not talking about the many of the software, only in one software, there are multiple works are going on. And in multitasking, there are many softwares, they are working simultaneously. Have you got or not? So in multi-threading, one software, multiple work. But in multitasking, many software running simultaneously. Means, now what is like suppose operating system runs many softwares for us. For us, it is multitasking because software are running. But for operating system, this is multi-threading. For operating system, this is multi-threading. But for us, it is for operating system, it is multi-threading. And for us, it is multitasking. So I am going to, before I am going to show you my code, I will first want to display one multi-threading example which I have created. So that you will get more familiar with the multi-threading. Before going to the multi-threading example, first I will show you if I have not implemented multi-threading in my software, what will be happen. After that, I will show you if I have implemented multi-threading, what will be happen. What is the difference between non-multi-threading program and multi-threading program, which is we will see in practical. So here you will see that non-multi-threading example. Since review okay. Now here you will see that there are two buttons are there. First one is Pin 120 and Pin 120. In non-multi-threading example, it means that only one work can be done at the time. Only one work can be done, not more than one work can be done. So let us see that how. Suppose when I click on this button, the work will be going on, printing will be done, but other work cannot be done. Suppose suppose if I want to click on this, other work cannot be done. After finishing this work, then that work can be done. So let me show. Suppose I am clicking on print 1 to 20 on first button. After just clicking on, I want to again click on that button, but it will not work. Let us see. I am clicking on this button, work is going on, but I cannot click on this button. You can see that I cannot click on this button. But after finishing this work will be done. Means one work can be done at a single time in non-multi-threading example. In non-multi-threading software. This is the non-multi-threading example. If you will not do it, I will again display, but before displaying, I will first show you what is multi-threading. In multi-threading example, I am going to display one. Now this is now I am going to show you in multi-threading example what will be happen. This is the multi-threading example. In this what will be happen that when I click on this button, the work will be going on. The simultaneously work, if I click on this button, same work is going the work will be going on simultaneously. Let us see. Suppose I am clicking on this button, simultaneously I am clicking on this button. Let us see. The two works are going on at the same time. Have you got the difference between non-multi-threading and multi-threading? Or let me show you again. Was or not? Okay, thank you. So whenever you implement your software, means whenever you develop your own software, you have to consider that you are not going to use, the client will be used. So you have to give all the facility like which are the like type of facility, whatever they want, or something like extra like I can do more than one work into that. Now I am giving you one example that suppose SBI or anyone takes. Suppose I am taking SBI. SBI have many number of transactions into per day by day. Means more than 1 lakh or 10 lakh example transactions are going on. Suppose when they are taking the backup of that, they have to take the backup because suppose if they lose, they will get in trouble. So they have to take the backup. But suppose if they are going to take backup and the backup is going to take 1 hour, backup is going to take 1 hour. But if they have not implemented multi-threading, what will be happen? If they have not implemented multi-threading while taking the backup, what will be happen? Anyone? Okay, I am going to tell you. Suppose if they have not implemented multi-threading, what will be happen that actually
one program is connected with the other.
Actually, what will be happen then? Suppose I am taking backup. On that time I cannot do other work. So means transaction cannot be done. But this should not be happen. Every time the ATM is open, that means the transaction should be there. So if I am taking backup, I cannot do other work if I have not implemented multi-threading. But if I have implemented multi-threading in that software, what will be happen? The backup is going on one place, and in the other place, my transaction is also going on. Got it? The example? Got it or not?
No, sir.
No?
No, sir.
Okay, again explain. Suppose SBI is taking backup, the backup is going to be take 1 hour. Okay, if in non-multi-threading example, what will be happen? The backup is going on in one side, but other work cannot be done because it is not the multi-threading example. But in multi-threading example, what will be happen? Backup is going on simultaneously, other works is going on in multi-threading example because more than one work can be done at the same time. So this is the way to develop your own software. I am only giving the example of multi-threading here. You can develop your own examples like any concept you can deploy, you can learn, you have to implement. I mean to say that you are learning. Akshay told before that who is developer means the person who learn and implement the thing is called the developer. Right now we people are learning, but we are not implementing the thing. So we are only the learner. We are not the developer. So you have to be the developer. You have to think like a developer. So now I have given the example of multi-threading. I have told the concept of multi-threading. But where I have used in my software, I have also used in that software. I am going to display. Just wait for 2 minutes. So I am going to tell you where I have implemented this multi-threading concept in this software. Suppose if you want to give me some suggestions, okay? Now I am clicking, or let us see, let us see that whether it is visible or not. Is it visible? Okay. So suppose if you want to give me some suggestions, what will be your, suppose anything you can want to give. So what will be happen in this? When you will send the, when you click on the mail button, on that time what will be happen? I cannot do other work because I have not implemented the multi-threading. I cannot do other work. Means when the mail has been sent, then after I can done other works. But I don't want this. I want this that the mail only through this. When I click on send mail, the mail will be going on one side, and I can check it, other programs. I can check other, I can do other works on this software. So this is, I am going to see you. So this is the sender email ID I am going to type. Suppose this email I want to send. For email sending, you, as you all know that we need sender ID, password and receiver email ID. And if you want to send some subject and comments. So I have filled up this form. When I will click on this send mail button, the mail is going on simultaneously with some other works. So just I am going to see how it is going to happen. I am going to click on this, and you will see that I will go there and I will close this. But if it is not in, if I have not implemented multi-threading, I cannot close this. But I have implemented, so I can close this button and I can do other work also. So I am going to click on send mail button. Just I have clicked, you can see that I am doing other work also. And you will receive one message that your mail has been sent. Because due to some internet is slow here, maybe you will find the mail at later stage. So I am working, means I am working here. Like right now you can see that here you will also find the, just wait for a minute. There is giving me the sending error in mail. Means there is some, I have typed the wrong password, or I have typed the wrong email ID in some, means sender email ID. So without giving the sender email ID or password correct, you cannot send the mail. But I have shown you how you are going to implement multi-threading, because I am working there. Might be there is some problem that I can't send the mail, but this is the example of multi-threading. You have seen that I have clicked on mail, send mail button. On that time mail is sending, but maybe there is problem. But I am working on simultaneously other works. Got it or not? Okay. So this is the example of multi-threading. Like you people also can do whatever the logic you have. You implement your logic into your software. Just think and implement your logic. I am again saying many times I have said say you that implement your logic, because we people when I am learning Java, on that time the people they are studying that they are studying like the they are
come study, come in front. चल क्या रहा है what do you know about multi-threading? You know something about multi-threading?
Okay, just sit, and what I am saying, just listen, don't go. So don't get frustrated or don't. If you have any question, you can ask me at this time. But don't get the just pay attention what I am saying, because right now you are in MCA first year. You have to be think like this. And what I was saying previously, that I am saying again and again, implement your logic. This thing I think I have said 10 times, because if you people, many of you, like when you will go for the interview on the placement time, you people, since in Srinagar we have minimum on the 2500 students for all of you MC people. Okay, but where you are, all of the people just learn, but they have not implemented many of the people, because they are only learning. Suppose I have the concept about multi-threading, but suppose if I have not implemented, what will be the benefit of that? Is there any benefit? But you are learning, so there is no benefit, there is no implementation of that. So you have to implement this. Okay, now I want to first again ask you that you are learning C language from BCA, BCS. Again, in MCA first year you also have. But can you tell me, suppose if I want to send, when I have clicked send mail button, there is one error, okay, let it be. There is one error. Suppose if the mail has been sent successfully, what will be happen that one mail has been gone to my email ID. But suppose if I want to send 10 mails at the single click, what should I do? Is there any answer for me? If I want to send 10 mails or more than 10 mails or 50 mails or something like that, what will I do? Just that is your level. That is your level question that you are learning C language. So the logic is that you have the knowledge, but you are not to visualize that thing. So is there anything answer? Anyone will give the answer that how I will send 10 mails or more than 50 mails in a single click? Anyone? I am sending one mail through single click, but I want to send 10 mails or 50 mails on single click. How I will send? Just the simple answer is there. Just don't fear that the answer will be wrong. Just tell me whatever you think. What? Anyone?
If we are making a group of different addresses of the web, different addresses, then definitely we are sending the different mails.
Suppose if I want to send one mail, clicking on one mail, I want to send. Suppose I am going to send this person. I want to send 10 mails to this person on a single click, on a single address, in single email address. How I will send?
Or a different email address.
You can send on a different email address also.
As we are taking the example of Google Mail, there is a CC and there is a BCC. If you are taking the similar like of thing at the same email ID at the three on that three blocks, then we will send the same mail on 3 times to a person.
But suppose if I don't want to use CC and BCC, what will be there? I can use CC BCC, but I don't want to use that. Then my senior has told me that you don't need to use CC and BCC, just use your logic. Actually, just you can use it CC BCC. No one is going to stop you. But I am giving the example on your logic that you have learned C language. So should I go to tell you the answer? Only the simple answer I can think. When I will say you will say, oh sir, we can also tell. Okay, then I am going to tell you.
I click 10 times in 10 mails.
I want to click. I want to send the mail on single click. I want that on single click 10 mails will be gone or 50 mails will be gone. So I am going to tell you answer. The answer is loops. Got it? How? What I will do is that I will put my send mail logic into the loop. what will be happen? The loop will be continued till what you want. Suppose if you want to send the 10 mails or 50 mails, just do that for I is equal to 0, I is less than 50, I plus plus. Then just put your logic into that. What will be the, how much time the loop will be going on? 50 times. Means whatever time you want to you can send. So this.
If I want to send same mail to the different addresses, then
You can send mail to different addresses by CC and PCC. My question is something different. Okay, but you can send mail CC PCC. Suppose if you want to send 10 mails to different people on a single thing, you can use CC and PCC. Here I am in this. I don't need CC PCC because you people are giving me only me solution. So I have only used the receiver email ID, not the CC and PCC. Okay. What's the time? 10:16. And also, right now, this software, I am working on this software. You will get in this last year question papers, solved question paper also. But right now, I have only uploaded on my website. That is only version 1. That means in that version, there are 3 menus are there only. All the menus are blocked. You are not going to use all the menus. You have just only used first 3 menus because right now you are in till now you have only studied, I think, most probably array, up to array, I think, because 1 month has been gone. It might be that you are going to learn up to array. You have to learn up to array, I think so. So I have only given the version 1.0.1. In this